Ladies and gentlemen, this is a story that came out in the Trentonian, January 2nd, 2019. There's a fine line that people don't understand. Yes, we all got freedom of speech, but what you don't have is freedom to harass. There are many policies and laws are written every day about cyberbullying, cyber harassing, um, defamation, lawsuits when you're putting out false information about someone online. All of that is upheld in court, believe it or not. And unfortunately, people are taught racism in the household. If you want to know where this teen that I'm about to tell you about got his racism, look no further than his parents. That's where he got it from. And then he turns around, like many like himself, and unleash this bullshit on the rest of us. But see, in his case, there are consequences, and he's paying the price. So now this is a 16-year-old Hope Valley High School student charged with cyberbullying over racist Snapchats. Another one looks horrible for 16. So let's get into this. A white high school student who sent racist Snapchat messages joking about lynching people and calling a black classmate a monkey was charged with cyberbullying, authorities said Wednesday. The name of the 16-year-old Hopewell Valley Central High School student was withheld by police because he is underage. Well, that sure didn't stop him from going on a social media platform spewing a bunch of racism. The case is being handled by, it's going to family court in his township. It drew up a juvenile complaint December 20th, a day after the Trentonian reported the racially charged incident that has led to increased scrutiny of race relations at the mostly white high school that was previously the focus of racial discourse over the decision to serve stereotypical foods in honor of Black History Month. Oh my God. Well, see, it don't help if the school that you go to are enablers of racism too. So my heart goes out to the student that was harassed. They certainly did not deserve this under any circumstance. But let go. This really upsets me. Whoa, this upsets me. This is just another example of what our children are dealing with every single day when you send them to these public schools. And some of us understand that, and you are making an effort to homeschool. And then others, under no circumstances of what their kids go through, they're going to send their kids out that front door. They're going to have to just deal with it. But I wish there was a way that our kids could be homeschooled and out of these environments that are toxic and racially charged that they really don't belong in. They're in the age range where their minds and thought process is still being molded and shaped. But unfortunately, it's not being molded and shaped by the right people that can influence them on a regular basis. You got to think about all of the hours that your children are in school. And this is the kind of stuff they are enduring. Many of them around the country. Even though it happened outside of school, the teenager was suspended after sending Snapchat messages to a group of friends that targeted his African American classmate. I think it's Aze Kwame Kemet, also a junior at the township high school. And it is pure hell being just a few Black people, Black children in a high school that's predominantly white. It's pure hell. I think that charging him was the proper thing to do, said Bay Kemet, the father. So this is the Black student's father. The act was a thoughtless act. I'm not wishing nothing on him other than that he be accountable for his actions. I'm not that heinous or malicious or vicious, but I do want him to learn his lesson. Good. I'm happy not to see the father talk all that I forgive you stuff. At least he's not doing that. And that's something we definitely have to stop doing. So good for this father for standing up and speaking on the behalf of his kid and not talk all that I forgive you stuff. Last month, Bay Kemet shared screenshots of the race's messages on his Facebook page. The post went viral, attracting attention from the Trenton NAACP and the media. And see, and that's the thing. Whenever you attack someone of color with racism, you attracted the NAACP, not that person that you're attacking, you attracted them. You shouldn't be mad at anybody but yourself. You attracted that mess to yourself. So that's what he did. So it caught the attention of the NAACP and the media, rightfully so. The student was suspended as school officials vow to increase equity and cultural competency in our schools. Police investigated the incident as a bias crime and brought this against the teen 3 days after it was first reported, December 17th. Bay Kemet says he shared the messages to expose the hate his son and other Black classmates have consistently experienced while attending classes, the township high school. You know what? You need to see a lawyer. You need to see a lawyer. Seriously. If your children have been enduring this from students like this piece of shit right here, you need to see a lawyer. There is nothing wrong with these people. They use mental illness as a means of getting out of criminal acts. That's what they do. And, you know, they'll go to, oh, you know, he's mentally ill. He's had a hard life at home. You know, he's just a kid. No, that ain't cutting it. When you harass people, no, there is no sympathy for the person that did it. You can come with all that stuff all you want. There is no sympathy for this piece of shit. If anything, he needs to be banned from social media because when he has access to it, he is abusive and harassing and cyberbullying people. So he shouldn't have access to it at all. Whatever social media accounts he had, they should all be suspended. You can control people like this by IP address. So if they try to create another account, you can boot them off because they're using the same computer with the same IP address. There's all kinds of ways you can do that. Wow. You know, this is a damn shame. Like I said, I feel for our children every day because these are the kind of students like this piece of garbage they are around every day. This is a waste of of flesh and blood walking around us. I mean, what significant thing is he adding to society? Nothing. But you know, ladies and gentlemen, they all talk tough online. They all do. Last month, Bay Kemet shared shots of the racist messages on his Facebook page. So let's go down a little further. Bay Kemet said, this is apparent, but you know what I'm upset about? If there were other Black students enduring this garbage, where are the other Black parents? I'm glad to see this Black man step up for his kid and the other children. That needed to happen. But where are the other Black parents in this whole thing? The white teen's messages included selfies, one with him wearing a dark hoodie and glasses with slurs like soup, nigger, I guess, who wants to be lynched, fucking niggers and niggers. Get the fuck out of here. He looks like frickin' Fred Flintstone. Man, get out of here. All right, so he also did some kind of message with a monkey, of all things, right? We're the only real humans on the earth, and they're calling us monkeys, despite the fact we don't look nothing like a monkey. Okay, so the father told the Trentonian that his friend showed him another screenshot of a conversation in which the white student suggests he can maybe pick my cotton for me. So he's just going all ape on the internet, ape shit. And the father received an outpouring of support after going public with his story. Said Monday he felt his classmate got what he deserved. Yes, I feel he does too. Now, please carry out the punishment and not give him a little slap on the wrist. You can't do certain things. You can't be racist like that. He said you can't put people down in that way. Hopefully, he will never do that again in his life. Trust me, this is ingrained in him. He will definitely be doing this shit again. See, his biggest mistake, he went public, okay? He went public with the whole thing. And now he is facing the backlash from the school, from the police, and this father that I'm sure he was never expecting. But he is getting exactly what he deserves. So this is the kind of stuff he was sending on Snapchat. You can see an example of it right here. So he's calling his son a monkey. And he messaged this to other kids. Wow. You know, Mr. Bay, I know you're trying to talk sensible about if your son was a predator and all that, but you got to understand, this kid got this from the environment that he lives in every day. Mommy and daddy. That's where he got it from. Okay? His problem is he thinks there's no limit to his racism. He believes that he can go as over the top with it as he wants. Now he is seeing otherwise. My suggestion to you, Mr. Bay Kemet, if you can homeschool your son, please do that. In the event that you can't do that, you might want to go school shopping to see if it's possible that you can put your son in an environment where he won't be harassed on a regular basis. Public school is a mess. And they got all of these no-fault policies in place, which is really not fair. There is no such thing as no fault. There is always one person at fault. And these things won't change unless Black parents take a stand against it. Remember, these folks are not around to put any protections in place for your Black children. Just like the police, don't protect the Black community, nor does the government. So my hat's off to this Black father for trying to do the right thing and drawing attention to this situation. Now, please legally carry through the punishment on this child, because apparently his parents are not punishing him for this racism at all. He's getting away with it. And chances are they're very much like that. He sure didn't learn this from the thin air. Most people receive racism because it is passed down through the generations. And it was because of social media that he's being punished now. So, ladies and gentlemen, never let these people, children or them, get away with harassing you. But please tell me what you think. And you can see the Snapchat where it's blurred out, the N-word is blurred out, and who wants to be lynched. I mean, he's just showing his face like, oh, I know you're not going to do anything to me. Yeah. So please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen, about this story. This really pisses me off. But this is really who America is. And unfortunately, it's filled with people like this piece of shit. And they are the ones that make America a bad place when it could potentially be a good place. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.